Hi guys, welcome back for the final episode in Contest Prep University for Masters Competition. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson, and I thought, Adam, we could talk this time about, how hormones change a little bit. We did discuss it through a couple of the episodes, maybe some other things to consider medically. But as I left off, discussing, how a lot of people now are looking at hormone panels and comparing, I have to say that in my own short look at that, maybe 10 years ago, I got tested and I was right in the middle. So my testosterone at that age should have been between 300 and 900 nanograms per deciliter. And I was right at 600, right in the middle. And, I talked to a couple of my friends who are physicians and they said, yeah, that's perfect. You don't want to do anything. And I'm thinking, well, that's right in the middle. Like I want to be amazing. I want to be way up here. And they're like, yeah, forget it. So, I at least said, okay, I'll start monitoring that. I'll start getting an annual physical. Something I'd never done before. So then over the next 7 to 8 years, I watched that go from 600 down to, 575. At one point, it, I think, hit 450, and maybe that was just a bad day or season. And then it was kind of back up into the fives. But I think that's an important thing to understand going in and get tested. And I know, at least in the NPC, of course, there's no drug testing, so you can have hormone replacement therapy and beyond. But is that something that you recommend for all of your clients to get looked at, or even Masters competitors, or only if there's a problem?
Yeah, man, a few different reasons. If the client's feeling a certain way, I think blood work's a great way to just make sure that somebody is healthy. But I think it's great for anyone to see what those values are. I think one thing that bothers me on social media is I see so many people saying, oh, my hormones are messed up. And that's just as general as me saying my digestion's messed up. Well, are we talking like the mouth, the large, the small intestine, or the colon? We really generalize hormones as just a bypass. Well, my hormones are messed up. And without looking into that and saying, well, what hormones are the problem? That's always something that kind of raises a red flag with me, because it's such a general statement. A lot of times when I ask people, well, did you get anything looked at? They just said, no, my hormones were messed up though.
Great point. And that is a reason just to see. And maybe unless there's something that you're worried about, it's not money that you need to spend, but it is something to consider, especially if you do have any symptoms that you think, might be unnecessary, any kind of fatigue, or if you're really having a hard time losing body fat, or you're losing strength and lean body mass. And it's definitely something, that could be simple to look at least, and get that baseline. Other things as Masters competitors, do you ever worry that somebody may have an underlying heart issue or something else that you're just not catching? What do you find?
Yeah, I think for people, getting that blood work's key, and it's hard to really say that somebody has an issue unless they're presenting a symptom. But blood work only tells you so much, and fortunately it won't tell you like if you have a tumor right away. So it is a great thing to look at. But you can also try to see like if estrogen or progesterone are in line, especially with men, testosterone. A lot of people look at estrogen as a good thing to be low, and that's not necessarily the case, because if you have low estrogen, you're going to get those low energy symptoms, which can really hold you back during your prep, and that's actually going to affect your met rate to a small degree. But also, going back to heart, looking at cholesterol and your lipid panel, this could just be more of a reason to do bodybuilding and actually change your diet. Or if somebody is, we'll say, abusing hormone therapy, if those markers are high, they might want to reconsider what they're doing.
Yeah, and I probably went 20 or 25 years as an adult where I didn't even see a doctor, didn't have a family doctor, and then as I started approaching 50, and I actually just curiously wanted to see some of those blood markers. That's when I started at least getting back on the schedule, and now as recommended, I get that annual physical simply because things like white blood cell count. Or liver enzymes or renal function, something like that, that you may never feel any symptoms for a year. Something could be flagged as a disease process that could save your life. And so I think as a Masters competitor moving forward, you said it perfectly, Adam, that just having some baseline, having a physician, clear you to do things and monitor some symptoms and blood panels will really help you make sure this is a healthy process. So, besides just a general waiver saying, oh, make sure you're cleared by your physician before you exercise, it's just really smart once you get up to those Masters age level that you're not just looking at this as a sport for competition, but as a way to really enrich your life. So that would probably be a good place to leave it there, Adam. What do you think?
I think so. Also, it's just really fascinating to look at those numbers and see how they change during prep and see just how they change as you age. So,
absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helped. Just we wanted to take a little bit of a look at what it's like to be a Masters level competitor, and we will continue on with some other series looking at different aspects of the sport. And hope you continue to watch and listen. So, thanks as always for your support of Contest Prep University.